Coming up tonight on YCU News, Claremont faces another armed bank robbery. Shoppers prepare for holiday shopping events beyond Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And we'll take a look at some ways to jazz up your holiday dinner table. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCU, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region and central Vermont. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that's happening in our area. The news on YCU, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Tuesday edition of YCU News. I'm Rose Spillman. For the second time in as many weeks in the Claremont and Lebanon areas, a masked man robbed a bank this morning. Claremont Police Chief Alex Scott reports that the Maple Avenue branch of the Claremont Savings Bank was robbed today at 10:40 a.m. The description of the suspect is similar to that of the man police caught on video robbing the Lake Sunapee Bank on Hanover Street last week, and similar to the suspect in an October robbery of the One Credit Union on Charlestown Street in Claremont. Police described today's suspect as being a white man wearing a black winter ski hat or mask with 2 eye holes and a mouth hole. The suspect wore khaki cargo pants with flaps on the pockets, black sneakers with red markings, and a beige-colored canvas coat, similar to Carhartt or barn coat, say police. There is one pocket on the left side of the coat, and the man wore a gold ring on his left ring finger. The suspect left the bank with an undisclosed amount of cash. He ran from the bank to the parking area of Moody Park. Police report the suspect got into a vehicle and left the park, heading toward Claremont Junction. Moments later, a call into the police dispatch after the robbery suspect left the bank told of a complaint by another motorist of a vehicle passing on the double yellow line at a very high rate of speed. The speeding vehicle is described by police as a smaller 4-door SUV with no roof rack, dull silver or gray in color. The SUV sped through the Maple Avenue school zone. Local and state police are investigating today's bank robbery, as well as the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department. Anyone with any possible information is asked to call the Claremont Police Department at 603-542-9538. Beyond Black Friday or Cyber Monday, another holiday-related shopping event approaches. It is Small Business Saturday in companies across the country. New Hampshire Governor Maggie Hassan today proclaimed Saturday, November 30th, as Small Business Saturday. Hassan encourages shoppers to consider buying holiday gifts at businesses who rely on the fourth quarter to meet their yearly sales goals. Shopping locally and nearby at businesses typically with less than 50 employees is not only neighborly, it's good business sense. Hassan says it is these smaller companies across a range of industries that drive our economy forward and create jobs. Hassan says these companies strengthen communities as well. Small Business Saturday is organized by the U.S. Small Business Administration. To learn more about this campaign, visit www.sba.gov. After the break, we'll hear from Spring Ledge in New London, New Hampshire, on the best ways to jazz up your holiday dinner table, and how to make this year's turkey unforgettably delicious from a chef at Hanover Inn.
The YCU News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCU News. I'm Rose Spillman. Speaking of the holiday spirit, some gifts only cost what your imagination can dream up. Setting a table where friends and family can share a meal is a creative way to make a big splash on a modest budget. And of course, the holidays mean special meals and treats. Today we take a look at what you can do to jazz up your table. A visit to Spring Ledge in New London, New Hampshire may give you some great ideas about setting the holiday table.
Hi, welcome to Spring Ledge Farm. We've got some more great ideas for you to decorate your Christmas table. We've got candle rings, arrangements, poinsettias, cyclamens, fun containers of birch and twigs, and fun little birds and other pine cones, and great things you can get here or at other local shops.
And now, let's talk turkey. Want to learn how this year's bird could be the best your guests ever ate? Let's hear from Justin Dane, a chef at the Hanover Inn.
The first thing I'll start with is the bird, the turkey. What we like to do here at Pine and the Hanover Inn is, use local birds, either Misty Knoll or, you can work with some small farms that will raise them for you, get them to the pound you want. What I like to do is when we get them in, just rinse them off and then brine them for 2 days. So we'll do a simple brine, whatever the flavors you like. Thanksgiving, you're thinking sage, you're thinking apple, some, thyme, rosemary, some of those fun flavors. So we'll bring up some water with salt and sugar in a pot, all the flavors you want to incorporate into your bird, sage, all the things I said, some apple cider vinegar, and then bring it to a boil and then cool it down with ice cubes. And then I'll put the turkey in the water, in the brine for 2 days. After that 2 days, we'll take it out, dry it off, and then that's how we'll start our turkey. And it's a really great way to, if people think turkey's dry, to give it a little more flavor and a little moisture into the bird. Because it's always a common thing, my turkey was dry this year. It helps it out and it'll enhance the flavor of the bird. So that's a really good tip. Some of the side dishes we like to do, and not just your standard mashed potatoes, but do it with celery root and potato. Celery root's a great flavor, it has a celery flavor. Parsnip in there, make a celery root, parsnip and mashed potato. Awesome, it gives it nice little subtle flavors that people aren't used to, and it kind of enhances it, and it kind of wows the mashed potato, and not your old mom's old mashed potatoes. It's kind of a little fancier than what you would normally get. You can do anything like adding mascarpone into that. Gives it a richness and really makes it nice and kind of adds a little fat to it instead of butter. You could use that. A little creme fraiche is always a nice little, kind of give a little zip to the dish, a little bit of a little tang. So those are always great. For stuffing, I like to do a lot of mushrooms, local mushrooms. Right now, we've had a bunch in the fall that have just finished up. Saving those, cooking them in butter, and then freezing them, pulling them out as we need them through the year, and doing a nice local mushroom and sausage stuffing. Definitely kind of brings more of the local thing into the picture, and it's a little different. Doing the hen of the wood mushroom, lobster mushroom, chicken mushrooms, really colorful, really flavorful, and just a little different than your regular plain old stuffing with celery and onions. Definitely gives a little twist.
Welcome back to YCU News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next 5 days, and you'll take a look at UNH football.
Thanks, Rose. Tomorrow bring out those rain boots because we're expecting showers with a high of 50 degrees and lows in the 20s. Thursday, you might want to switch to snow boots as well because we'll have snow showers with highs in the 20s and a low of 11 degrees. Friday, the sun will be back with a high of 25 and a low of 9 degrees. Saturday, we'll have highs in the upper 20s with a low of 17. And Sunday, the snow will return with a high of 37 and lows in the 20s. If you're looking to bring out the holiday decor after this Thursday's feast, head over to Newberry, New Hampshire this Saturday for the 7th annual wreath sale between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Newberry Town offices. Now let's take a look at the UNH football game last weekend. The UNH Wildcats played against the Maine Black Bears, resulting in a victory for the Wildcats. The final score was 24-3. This is the 10th victory over Maine in 11 seasons for the Wildcats. In this play, Andy Vallis makes a throw to Jordan Powell in the left side of the end zone at the 7-minute and 2-second mark in the first quarter. With 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter, UNH scores another touchdown. Here, Sean Goldrich hits Jimmy Giansanti in the end zone. This made the score 17-3. Nico Staridi made this final 68-yard dash, bringing the Wildcats to its final score of 24-3 against Maine. UNH will play next against Lafayette. The winner of the game will travel to Maine to face the Black Bears.
Thank you for joining us for this Tuesday edition of YCU News. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And you can watch our programs anytime online at www.ycunow.com. I'm Rose Spillman for YCU, your local view. Good night.